Hello students, welcome to you all. Now let's continue the chapter motion, and today we will discuss the topic derivation of the three equations of motion. So let's start the first equation of motion. Student, the first equation of motion we will derive by the velocity time graph. Okay. Now as we know that there are the three equation of motion, that is first equation of motion is v is equal to u plus at. Second equation is s is equal to ut plus half at square. And the third equation is v square minus u square is equal to 2s. So these are the three equation of motion. So we should know which one is the first equation, second equation and third equation. So you learn these equations. Okay. Now let's see the derivation of the first equation of motion by graphical method. Here students, derivation of first equation of motion. Okay. Derivation of first equation of motion, as I am saying, we derive the first equation of motion by the velocity time graph. And the first equation of motion, it represents the velocity time relation. In the velocity time relation. Clear? Now let's plot the graph. Okay. As we know that this is a y-axis and this one is the x-axis. Is it clear? Y-axis and x-axis. On x-axis we plot the time t and this unit is second. Clear? And on y-axis we plot velocity and this unit is meter per second. Is it clear? Now this point is O. Fine. Now here students, we see that this is a velocity time graph for the uniform oscillation. So that uniform oscillation, it means in graph it will represent by the straight line. It show the straight line, and a straight line which is the uniform oscillation. And the point is that we will take some initial velocity and we start from here. Okay. And this is a uniform oscillated graph. Fine. And this slope, it represents the acceleration of the graph, because slope, which means it is the ratio of the x and y axis. Okay. Now this is the final velocity here, which is v. Is it clear? Initial velocity, it is u. Right? Yeah, at this point it is the initial velocity. Now we join this graph. Clear? Now we give the some name also, that is O, A, B, C, D, E. Clear? And uniform oscillated motion, straight line, initial velocity u, final velocity v, and OC, which represent the t. Now in this graph students, you observe here that OA, which is equal to BC, and the value of OA is u. Okay. Now the value of OE, which is equal to DC, and it is v. This is the final velocity. Is it clear? And OC, which is equal to the AB. Is it clear? This one u, this one the v. Now in this first equation of motion, we start from the final velocity. And what is the final velocity? This one. This is OE, and OE, which is equal to the DC. Is it clear? Now let's see. We take the final velocity. Final velocity, what is? Which is DC. And DC is equal to BC plus BD. BC plus BD. Clear students? As we know, the value of DC is V. Now we put the value here. DC is V, BC value is U, and what is BD value we have to find. Clear? Because BD we don't know what is this, right? As we know students, we know acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. Clear? Now change in velocity, where it is going to change in velocity, that is BD. Okay, so we can say A is BD upon time T. Now what will be the value of BD? How can we find the BD? This one BD, this one DC, this one BC. So can we find the BD value by subtract the BC from DC? So we can write DC minus BC upon T. Clear? Now we put the value here. A is equal to, what is DC? DC is V, AC is U, and BC is U, and the time is T. Okay, so we can say here the value of BD, that we cross multiply, it will be AT is equal to V minus U. Right? Now this value, this is the V minus U, which is change in velocity, and the change in velocity which is BD. So we can write here at the place of BD, A is equal to V minus U upon T. After that AT is equal to V minus U. So we can say V is equal to U plus AT. Okay, so this is the first equation of motion. That is students. Firstly what we will do, we will draw the velocity time graph, and in this graph we represent the uniform acceleration. We put the some values, and after that we find through the final velocity, we put the formula of the acceleration, and we get the first equation of motion. Clear? Now let's start the second derivation, which is second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Students, same graph we will follow for the second equation of motion. Okay. Derivation of second equation of motion. Derivation of second equation. Okay. And as we know what is second equation, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. Students, the second equation of motion, it is the position time relation. What it represents? Position time relation. And position, it means the distance covered by the body, either by the object. So through this graph we find the distance covered by the body. Students, as we know this is the final position D. Okay, so the distance covered by the body, it is this one, this trapezium, it will be fine. This is the distance covered by the body. So we can say that distance S is equal to area of OABC. Area of OABC. OABC. Clear, students? S, which represent the distance covered by the body. Students, in OADC students, you observe here there is one rectangle and one triangle. One rectangle which is OABC and one triangle which is ADB. Clear? So we can say S is equal to area of rectangle. What is the value of rectangle? What is OABC? OABC plus area of triangle, it is, what is the formula of area of triangle? That is half into base into height. But here what is triangle? ABD. So plus area of ABD. Okay, area of triangle ABD. Is it clear? Now look here students, as we know कि S is equal to area of rectangle OABC. That means S is equal to length into breadth, fine, plus area of triangle which is equal to half into base into height. Okay. Now let's see through the graph. Here length, area of rectangle. Now the length in rectangle it is T. Okay. So we can say OC is equal to T. This OC it is also equal to the AB. Is it clear? So OC is T, which is the length, and what is breadth? That is OA. So we can write OC into breadth OA plus half base into height. What is the base of the triangle? That is AB into height, which is BD. Is it clear, students? Now let's see here. OC, now we put the values here. OC, which is T, into OA, which is U, plus half AB, that is this one, it is equal to this one. So it is also will be the T. So we can write here T. And what is the value of BD, students? Just tell me. BD, that is we already find in the first equation of motion. So we can write BD value, it will be DC minus BC. So what is, we can write it is DC minus BC. Is it clear? So T into U plus half into T into DC minus BC is equal to V minus U. Okay, because DC is V, BC is U, so we can write DC minus VC is equal to V minus U. Now as we know, students, we can write at the place of V minus U AT. How? From the first equation of motion, we can say V is equal to U plus AT. So AT is equal to V minus U. Now this AT value we will put here. Now what it comes? Okay, I am doing here. By putting the value here, by putting the value of AT in this line, it will be S is equal to U into T, it will be UT plus half, now half into T into the value of V minus U, it is AT, that is AT. Is it clear? Now we can say S is equal to UT plus half AT square. What is half AT square? So this is the second equation of motion. Clear? I have explained the first equation of motion as well as the second equation of motion. So through the graph we can derive the first equation of motion and second equation of motion, and also the third equation of motion, students, which you do by yourself, because in the third equation of motion also it represents the area, that area of trapezium. Okay, and it is the velocity position relationship. Fine, with this position velocity relationship. So here the area of trapezium, which is the sum of the parallel sides, you have to put the values here and you can find the third equation of motion. Now in next class I will explain the third equation of motion. Thank you, students.